Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here, clean canvas, because in today's video, I'm going to be trying the hottest, the newest makeup releases from luxury brands. I'm talking about DIOR, SUQQU, GUERLAIN, GIVENCHY, Byredo. The list goes on and on and on. Let's go ahead and get started with the SUQQU, the liquid foundation. This foundation is made in Japan and it was kindly sent to me by SUQQU. Thank you so much to SUQQU for sending this over because I'm super excited to try it. I absolutely love their cream foundation, the one that comes in a little jar. Is stunning, amazing, and they sent me the shade 030, which is my shade. This foundation has an SPF of 15 and it comes with 30 ml, and look at that beautiful bottle. This is a glass bottle. It comes in 23 different shades. Now the foundation is now available at Selfridges. I will make sure to leave all the details of where to find each of the products that I will be talking about today on the description box below, along with the links. It has a shelf life of 12 months and is infused with 13 luxurious skincare ingredients, hydrolyzed silk protein, water-soluble collagen, hyaluronic acid, and botanical extracts to condition and moisturize the skin throughout the day, acting just like a blanket layer of serum. It's a long-lasting formula with a medium buildable coverage and a soft, radiant finish. And it comes with a pump. And as you can tell, it's not like super liquidy. It does have some consistency. And I'm going to be using my Shop Me Stay AOA Studio Beauty Sponge from the Pow Pow collection. And by the way, if you're new here, I do film in natural light and I do have a more of like a dry skin on the perimeters of my face. Right here is where I have the most redness and large pores. I'm over 40 years old, so I do have signs of aging, fine lines. I also have a ton of freckles, which I don't really want to cover them. I like to camouflage them. And I do have some sunspots, one right here, one right here, and a couple right here. I have already applied my skincare very early morning, my SPF 2, which I applied it minimum 30 minutes ago, if not a little bit more. And usually, like I said, any foundation that has SPF like this one right here, the way that I use it is kind of like a little bit like an extra, like a booster. Yep, just like I said, kind of like a booster. I really do not like to replace my SPF with any base products, but I do appreciate when foundations, they do have some SPF. And by the way, I will be leaving my foundation matches in the description box below too. That way, if we are shade twins or alike on skin tones, then it will be more helpful to you. Okay, so far it's spreading really nicely and I don't have any primer underneath. And this is how I usually do all my try-ons or, wear tests and whatnot, is I don't apply any type of primer usually in one side of my face, but on the other side of my face, I will be using a primer. This is by Tom Ford. This is the Soft Matte Primer. This is also new in the market. I'm going to put a picture right here of it, and I absolutely love it. I'm just applying it right here on the area where I have my enlarged pores. Honestly, it makes your skin look so soft. You may be wondering, some people ask me, are you gonna buy the large size? Are you gonna buy the large size of the Tom Ford Rose d'Amalfi fragrance? And I say yes, I'm gonna buy them, but the Sephora VIP sale is around the corner, so I'm gonna wait for that. If you don't know, the sale starts on April 1st for Rouge members and it's gonna go all the way through April 11. Definitely, I will be creating some videos with recommendations of the newest products. Let me know what type of Sephora content you want to see. What will serve you in this time around? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Okay, I'm gonna just keep going and apply the foundation on the rest of my face. And I'm using, I think in total, I just use like a full pump for my entire face. Okay, this foundation to me has more of like a natural finish with a very subtle radiance. On this side where I apply the primer from Tom Ford, it doesn't look as radiant as this side. This side right here looks a little bit more natural. You see the glow right there here? It just looks a little bit more opaque, but if you look on my forehead, it looks more natural. It doesn't look matte, but it does look like a natural finish foundation, and the shade match is pretty good for my skin tone too. Now for concealer, I got here the new DIOR Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. This concealer is made in France. It has a shelf life of 6 months and it costs $29. And here's the packaging. I got it in the shade, let me tell you, 2N. And it comes in 22 different shades. Now this concealer is supposed to give you a full coverage with a natural glow finish. It's also water resistant and it does have an infusion with caffeine. And this is the packaging. Now the Backstage line from Dior is the most affordable line from Dior. I also have right here the Forever Skin Correct concealer, and this one I got it in the shade 2WP. I don't know why I got 2N right here. I don't know, whatever the case it is. Now, in terms of amount of product that you get, it's 0.37 fluid ounces on both of them. This one, of course, is less expensive. And if I compare it, for example, with my Chanel concealer, this one right here comes with 28 ounces, this one right here. So definitely you're getting more on the Dior concealers. So let's go ahead and try it. Now, as you can tell, I do have very dark under eye circles. I usually use a color corrector, but when I try new concealers, I like to just go ahead and, I like to go ahead and leave them without a color corrector. Okay, back to this right here. I put that face because I was like, oh, where's the doe foot applicator? And it's a brush. Okay, nothing wrong to be a brush. I was just like, oh, didn't expect to be a brush. Did I saw that it was a brush? Maybe I saw it, but whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and just apply it. Ooh, this shade looks a little bit too light for me. Just like to apply a couple dots here. And usually with concealers, I just go ahead and apply it, let it sit for a little, so that way, you know, it gets a little bit, not tacky, but a little bit dry, and then I spread it. And while I wait for that process, I just go ahead and do my brows. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm just going to put this away. And, ooh, you know, this is so cute. On the cap, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you see all that Dior embossing? That's pretty good. And this is plastic, like heavy plastic. Done with my brows, and I'm going to go ahead and spread this concealer. It definitely has a lot of coverage, but I think perhaps the shade is not the right one for me because I don't feel that it's gonna cover my dark under eye circles. It's pretty light. I will have to say that it's more of like a medium coverage concealer, and I like how thin it is. It's non-drying, it's not heavy at all on the under eye area. Okay, this side right here, I'm gonna leave it unset, and then I'm gonna set my concealer with the new Givenchy Prince Libre press powder. So this right here is just the pressed version of this right here, which is an iconic setting powder. Love this powder. This is in the shade 3 Rose, and this one is the pressed powder version. Beautiful compact. And then when you open it up, you will see there is a brush first, right there. There's a mirror. And then you leave this compartment, and there's your powder right there. This is again 3 Rose. Beautiful. I was excited, not that I need this powder in a different version, but I feel like if it's the same formulation, and it's in a pressed powder, it's going to be less messy, which I'm all about. And then what I like about this powder is that it has a combination of shades. So you have a little bit of pink, peach, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of light pink. So it does kind of like balance the light with the different shades in a very beautiful way. In fact, I had been very tempted to get the one that has the orange, the purple, the green, because that's actually a color corrector. Let me tell you. Oh, it's very soft. Super, super soft. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna set, and that's the amount of powder that I'm using, not too much. And I love this powder for the under eye area because it's not heavy at all and whatsoever. Just setting also. What do you think? I mean, definitely on set, it's more obvious, the dark under eyes. I don't know, I'm not too convinced about the Dior concealer so far. Okay, let's go ahead and go for this new eyeshadow palette from Byredo, the Floral Kalahari palette. And honestly, I have been gravitating towards mostly eyeshadow quads, eyeshadow queens, smaller, more compact eyeshadows. But you know what? I really wanted to try this because I do love Byredo's eyeshadow formulation. It's so good. And I know this packaging is gonna blind you because it's, you can see my screen door right there. My camera, hi, I'm here. Because it's mirror. And this right here, it feels like a decoupage. It's really pretty. The packaging is beautiful. And it says Byredo down here. Let me show you. Oh, I already took some pictures. I'm afraid to say though that it seems like 1, 2, 3 of the eyeshadows are kind of like coming off the pan, and don't know, hopefully they don't fall all over the place, but there you go. These are the 18 different shades. There you have it. And you know, we're seeing a lot of this trend right now of having these very deep burgundy tones, a little bit of greens, and also a pop of teal. Instead of the typical blue, a teal shade that in a way, it kind of reminds me a little to the NATASHA DENONA gold palette. It was a gold palette. Yes, the one that is discontinued right now. Kind of like that. Let me show you here the swatches, and let me tell you that these eyeshadows, they glide on like a dream. And I really love the color story. And it's interesting that this eyeshadow palette, in person, I thought all of the shades were going to be like, you know, like kind of like satin or metallic. But no, you have a matte shade right here, another matte shade here, matte shade here. You have another matte shade right here. Then you have a combination of like, kind of like, don't want to say duochrome, but a little bit more versatile kind of a shade. Like this one right here has pink and gold. Then you have your metallics, you have your satin finishes right here. This teal blue is absolutely stunning. Then you have green, you have the white tone right here. You have a full variety. And if you were to see these in person, I know it's really hard to capture, you know, through a camera lens, but this shade right here is so creamy. All the shades are creamy, but these are more like creamy matte shades and creamy formulation in general. So I'm excited to give them a go right here. Okay, let's just start with an eyeshadow look. And the mirror, it's huge. It's really, really big. Oh, it has the protector, so let's just take it off. Taking this shade and applying it above the crease. Shade is more of like a cool tone brown, and that's another thing about this palette. It seems like it's a very warm tone palette, but there's a lot of like cool tones in here too. There's a combination between cool, neutral, and warm. And I'm taking this shade. Yeah, you see this is a cool tone shade. I'm applying it on the third of the eyelid. I'm gonna warm up this look using this other matte shade right here. Today, Sonia G Mini Booster. Ooh, it's a beautiful shade. Oh my goodness. And I really love this combination of warm and cool tone. That's so pretty. And I'm just going very light-handed. I don't want something too strong on my eyelids. I'm gonna go with this taupey shade here, and this is a Sonia G Worker Pro. And I'm applying it near to the outer third. Ooh, that shade is so pretty. Ooh. Okay, this is gorgeous. Ah. Sorry, friends, but this shade is like what? What a pretty shade. What a pretty shade. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm excited. Okay, let me get my Smith 253 brush, and I'm gonna go to this shade right here that has been calling my name. This shade is kind of like I said, I don't want to call it duochrome, but it does have a little bit of pink, a little bit of peach, a little bit of gold. Is this shade over here. See it right there? Oh my gosh. This is exciting for me. Okay, I'm gonna go and apply it from the inner portion of the eyelid, and I'm taking it all the way until it meets with the other shade. Love this combination of shades. Pretty much done with the eyeshadow look. I just went ahead and applied a little bit of my Tom Ford eyeliner and also my Victoria Beckham Beauty Satin Kajal in Cocoa on my waterline. Again, everything will be in the description box below. I do have two mascaras that I want to try today, so we're just going to play around. I do have here the new YSL Lash Clash Mascara that is supposed to give you extreme volume. And then Byredo also has come out with the Astronomical Mascara, again, volume mascara. So let's just take a quick peek right here of this mascara, which is made in Italy. And then the packaging, oh my goodness, this is kind of like neon-y, super fun packaging, very different. I remember they came out with a one that had I think a red packaging, and I never picked it up. I don't know why. So I'm just curious about it. And then let me show you the one from YSL. Ooh, the one from YSL is very elegant. It does have the YSL logo right here. Okay, let's just go ahead and try them. Just because, right? So let's just start first. I'm going to apply the Byredo on my right hand side. Okay, it's kind of like a curve, looks kind of like an eye, you know, the shape of an eye. So usually this side is to apply the mascara, and then this side right here to come through and lip tap. And honestly, the brush doesn't carry a lot of product. It feels a little bit dry, or very much dry. Trying to comb it through this side. It's giving a little bit of volume, not much length, and it's very dry. Okay, I don't like this mascara because if it's starting like this that is feeling really dry and thick, and it's gonna start clumping up my lashes, with use it's gonna be pretty much unusable. So I have high hopes for the YSL one. Let's see how this one goes then. Okay, now this carries more product, and then the applicator is a brush, thicker brush, a little bit kind of tapered. Okay, this feels more quote-unquote normal for the mascara. A lot easier to apply too. It's not giving a lot of volume though. I feel it's adding a little bit of length, a little bit of, you know, thickness. I don't know, I just don't feel like it's giving me a lot of volume. Let's do a few more passes. Okay, there you go. With a few passes, I was able to achieve a little bit more length and somewhat of volume with the mascara YSL. The only thing is that it doesn't really separate too much my lashes. You have to kind of like work it through, but definitely a lot better than the one from Byredo. As you can tell, the one from Byredo is kind of like, I don't know, don't like it that much, the one from Byredo. I think the YSL is a lot better. And for my lower lashes, I usually like to use a tubing mascara, although lately I had been using a lot of my Gucci mascara. But I'm going to go ahead and use my VELOUR Mascara. This is a really good tubing mascara. The one is really good to give a little bit more length and also a little bit of volume. It's kind of like an everyday mascara, but it works really good for the lower lashes actually. Okay, next is bronzer. And yes, I'm excited because it's a Guerlain bronzer, and you know, my friends, I do have this love for Guerlain products. They are meteorized, but the bronzers are gorgeous too. And this is a new Terracotta Light in 03 Moyen Doré or medium warm. So packaging is same, nothing extra special. The Guerlain logo right there. It's a little mirror. And then here you have a combination of shades. This is supposed to be a sun-kissed healthy glow kind of powder, and it has 96% of naturally derived ingredients. It has a shelf life of 12 months. It does have the typical Guerlain scent, and this shade right here has a little bit of like a neutral brown tan shade. There's also some kind of like golden tone right here and also a peachy tone right here. And then Guerlain also launched a new bronzer brush. I know it doesn't come with it, you have to get it separately, and I couldn't resist the temptation because of how beautiful it looks. So it comes in this velvet pouch, and it says Guerlain right here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. Oh my goodness, this looks so pretty. And it feels so soft. I love the wood. And then it says Guerlain Paris. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Do I need another brush? No, I don't need another brush. But I was just super excited when I saw this one right here. I love how slanted it is. It's super soft. So let's just see how this goes. There you go. And then you're supposed to do the G. Oh, is this too dark? You're supposed to do the G. Okay, it doesn't have any sparkles or shimmer, but it gave me a little bit of a glow, which I'm here for it. Oh, I just realized the Guerlain logo is right here. Silly me. I was just like, so pretty. A little bit here. Honestly, you can even use this bronzer, you know, like a combination of blush and bronzer, because it's just so, I mean, for my skin tone, it looks very, very natural. Beautiful product from GUERLAIN. You know, GUERLAIN never fails. And then as far as the brush goes, it's nice, soft. I really love the shape of it. It's not as soft though as, say, one of my Sonia G brushes. These are like silk. This one right here is not as soft as the Sonia G, but it spread the product really evenly without being scratchy. Okay, now let's go into blush. So SUQQU also was very kind, and they sent me their new melting powder blush in the shade 04 Sumiro. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. So this is a new formulation from SUQQU. I love their blushes. Love their blushes. I'm very intrigued about this formula. I really love the packaging too. Look, luxurious, slim. I love. Yeah. You see, it doesn't need to be heavy weight. It doesn't feel cheap, but at the same time, it's not, you know, it's not bulky or too heavy. And this shade is so pretty. It's kind of like a terracotta kind of shade, a little bit of peach in it. Ooh, that's such a pretty shade. And it has not shimmer, but it has a little bit of sheen. Oh, I forgot. My arm is busy right here, but I'm gonna swatch it right there. I mean, it's hard to swatch a blush or to judge a blush for, you know, because of swatch, because, you know. And it comes with this little brush. I'm not going to use the brush. I'm actually going to use my Sonia G Soft Cheek brush. There you go. Ooh, this is such a pretty shade. This is so pretty. This is giving me summer vibes right here. This is so beautiful. Put a little bit on the nose. As per usual. And for highlighter, I'm going to go with the new Hermes Plein Air 02 Mirage highlighter. I have done a full-on review on the new complexion products from Hermes, including the new base foundation / SPF situation. You have to watch my review, as well as the highlighter, the translucent setting powder too. So anyhow, I'm going to go with this right here. This highlighter is very, very pretty. It's not too beaming. It's very nice and soft, and it's a little bit warmer than the previous Hermes highlighter. So lovely. Okay, and now going for lipsticks. So I have picked up so many lipsticks. I'm not gonna do all of them because it will be too much. So I decided to pick up the NATASHA DENONA I Need a Rose Lip Crayon. This lip liner in the shade Peony. So I did again a review on this one, but in another shade, the shade Kala. And then I said, you know, I want to get the shade Peony, as well as the third lipstick from the same line from NATASHA DENONA in Peony. So I'm thinking, okay, let's give it a try to this. But also, I fell in love with the new SISLEY Phyto Rouge Shine lipsticks. So I picked up another shade and also a refill. So I have here the shade Sheer Petal, and this refill is in Sheer Blossom. But I think I want to go with Sheer Petal 20. And I also have a review on these new SISLEY lipsticks with other shades, because again, this is a new shade. This is a perfect shade for springtime. A little bit cooler in tone, super pretty, and I love these new lipsticks from SISLEY. They are gorgeous. They give so much hydration and moisture to your lips. They are just incredible. Okay, I'm going to remove this friend right here. Again, this is a shade Petal. I will be leaving it on the description box below so you can try the lipstick from NATASHA DENONA. First, going with a lip liner, again, shade Peony. Okay, this is way lighter than my skin tone. Okay, let's see. Then going with that shade Peony on the lipstick. Oh, I like the contrast. And this new formula from NATASHA DENONA is so good. I like the shade though, quite a bit. And actually the combination between the lip liner and the lipstick is spot on, like really nice. I don't know though if it goes with the eyeshadow look, but I mean, regardless, it looks very pretty. You know what? I'm gonna apply sheer Petal from SISLEY over top. Just to, not that it needs extra shine, but let's see just how it looks together. Oh, there you go. Give it an extra shine in there. Love this combination. And then for the fragrance of the day, I'm gonna go with Parfums de Marly CASSILI. Oh my goodness, this is an eau de parfum. Love the presentation of Parfums de Marly on this podium. So pretty. Love also the color of the bottle. It's kind of like a peachy tone, and it has the little Swarovski crystal on the top. And if you're not familiar with this fragrance from Parfums de Marly, it's actually new to my collection too. It has as a top note Bulgarian rose, middle note it has plumeria, it does have plum in it, and then also as a base note it does have tonka bean, sandalwood, it has vanilla in it. It's a very soft, very feminine scent, feminine to me. Yeah, to me this is more of like a feminine scent. Very lovely. This is kind of like an everyday kind of scent because of how tender and soft it is. Yes, definitely kind of like an everyday delicate fragrance. Very, to me, it's a very feminine fragrance. Very lovely. CASSILI by Parfums de Marly, a new addition to my collection. Super excited to have it. Okay, my friends, so here it is, the makeup look of today. Okay, my friends, and this makes it for this video. I would love to know from you, have you tried any of these products that I tried today? These are hot, hyped, yes, the latest and greatest makeup from the luxury world. I would love to know from you if any of these products are going to your wish list. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.